such a lonely day, and it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day should be banned. It's a day that I can't stand. The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day shouldn't exist. It's a day that I'll never miss. Such a lonely day, and it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life. And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Take your hand and walk away. The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day.
Sometimes I feel the fear of uncertainty stinging clear, and I can't help but ask myself how much I let the fear take the wheel and steer. It's driven me before, and it seems to have a vague, haunting mass appeal. But lately I'm beginning to find that I should be the one behind the wheel. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. So if I decide to waver my chance to be one of the hive, will I choose water over wine and hold my own and drive? It's driven me before, and it seems to be the way that everyone else gets around. Lately I'm beginning to find that when I drive myself, my life is found. Whatever She has taught me well, told me when I was young, son, your life's an open book, don't close it for it's done. The brightest flame burns quickest, that's what I heard her say. The son's heart's owed to mother, but I must find my way. Let my heart go. Let your sun grow. Mama, let my heart go. Or let this heart be still. Yes, still. Name, wild blood in my veins, apron strings around my neck, the mark that still remains. Left home at an early age of what I heard was wrong. I never asked forgiveness, but when it's said is done. Let my heart go. Let your sun grow. Mama, let my heart go. Or let this heart be still. Never I ask of you, but never I gave. But you gave me your emptiness, and I'll take to my grave. Never I ask of you, but never I gave. But you gave me your emptiness, and I'll take to my grave. So let this heart be still. Mama, now I'm coming home. I'm not all you wish to be. A mother's love for her son, unspoken, help me be. Oh yeah, I took your love for granted, and all the things you said to me. Yeah, yeah, I need your arms to welcome me, but the cold stone's all I see. Let my heart go. Let your sun grow. Mama, let my heart go. Or let this heart be still. Let my heart go. Mama,
your side. You've been running, hiding much too long. You know it's just your foolish mind. Hey, love, got me on my knees, later, begging, darling, please, later, darling, won't you ease my worry mind? Tried to give you consolation. Your old man let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. Hey, love, got me on my knees, hey, love, begging, darling, please, lay love, darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Make the best of the situation, for I finally go insane. Please don't say you'll never find your grave. Tell me all my love's in vain. Hey, love, got me on my knees, hey, love, begging, darling, please, hey, love, darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Hey, love, got me on my knees, hey, love, begging, darling, please, hey, love, darling, won't
I'll give a little bit of my love to you. There's so much that we need to share, so send